All right. So I'm just going to, since it is May 1st, welcome May 1st. Mother's Day is this month on May 10th, a Sunday. So happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers. Um, Brett, can you hand me that one book for the Mother's Day? So I'm just getting a video together for, it's right there, for my hashtag Be Creative Peacefully All Year Round. Um, and I am the host, Erica Newkirk. And since it is May and Mother's Day is a week and 3 days, 4 days away, well, no, a week and 3 days, yeah, 2, 3 days. I wanted to show what my son had gotten yesterday. How much were these again? Do you remember?
About $1.
$1.99?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. These were either, I'm trying to remember. I think they were $1.99 or $2.99. I took the sticky off of there. I don't think they should be putting the stickers on there, the prices, because it just gummies up the book. But they were real reasonable. It was like $1.99 or $2.99. And this is a book by Charles M. Solch. It's To Mom and Dad with Love. Now, this book, it says The Snoopy Show Watch on TV. So I'm going to be reading this on my channel on Mother's Day and recording it. It's Mother's Day, and Charlie Brown and his friends are struggling to find a way to properly thank their mothers, especially the ones who don't have mothers, but where there's love, there's a way. Okay? So I'll be reading that on Mother's Day on my channel. To look forward to that. Since we're in the month of May, I wanted to share that. And we are prepping. I am prepping today for, like I said, my hashtag Be Creative Peacefully All Year Round. And in preparation, I was going to do a video preparing for the month of May. There is no particular schedule or order for this, what I'm going to be doing this in. I'm not sure what day. I work accordingly to when I have extra time out of what is the major things that need to be done first. So I do this stuff in my spare time, my downtime, my time, So, moving into the month of May, I've been prepping. Now, what I have to go towards the end of the month swaps for the end of May, I'm going to show. Now, the ladies that I did the April swap with already received these items. So if there's anybody else that wants to join, that hasn't joined, or took a leave for a little while and wants to come back and join for the month of May, I do have these available, but it will only, it's one per person. These are the American Craft glitter tape, and it is purple glitter. So I have two of those. We scored these at Ollie's for $1 each. And like I said, that book for Mother's Day, that's where we got that book, at Ollie's. I have some new ribbon that I'm going to break down and share, that we got at Ollie's. It's very pretty. I'm going to break this down and share with people for whoever swap at the end of May. So, And if you have not received a diamond pen from us in one of the swaps, you will receive that if you swap at the end of May as well. Also for the month of May, I have these alphabet and number and some symbol die cuts, metal die cuts, that will be up for swapping for the month of May, at the end of May. I have one more pack of the Little Peeps paper die cuts in pink, purple, blue, green, yellow, and yellow. Yep, that's the colors. There's, let's see, how many? 5 of them, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So we got the blue, the yellow, the green, the purple, and the pink. So we got one of those left. I have some washi tapes. And these are out from Ollie's. These are really good washi tapes. This says Baby Girl on it and has little pink hearts. This says Little One. Little One on there with a little bit of a pink background behind the writing. And this is, you know, the bird that flies with the little baby bag, you know. The background is the green, and then it has the little bag and the bird washi tape there. So I do have that up. For anybody new that has not received a diamond painting that joins and swaps for the month of May, and has not received a diamond painted notebook or journaling book, the pages are blank inside. It is leather. That is up for swapping for the month of May. So, and that is the last one I have for swapping that I have done. I don't do them anymore, the notebooks and stuff like that. So I just do what we have left of some cards and diamond paintings. But the notebooks and stuff like that, no. That's it. And lastly, I have a pack of these Peppermint Kisses Embellishments by Vicki Boutin. 50 pieces. American Crafts. They're the 2022 ones, and this is what's inside. Now, everybody that I swapped with for the month of April received one of these, so they already have one coming to them, along with the purple glitter tape. And they got their diamond pens coming. But they do not have this, so if they do swap with me for May, they will get a piece of that. They do have these already. But they do not have the, you know, I don't know if they have their own, but they don't have, I haven't sent them this or these. So if Miss Crafty Girl and Joanne join for May and want to swap at the end of May, those are up for options for them as well. So that was just, you know, what I have that's extra for swapping that I have not made. Now, I'm prepping today. I'm going to do Hello Kitty and Friends theme ATC cards for trading for the channel. But I'm also making our own personal set for myself in my collection and for my son in his collection. So that is what I'll be working on for that. I will be making cards like I talked about. So I have prepped some of that already. What I'm working on today is prepping up some cardboard I want to work with, or cardstock I want to work with for the 4th of July themed cards that I make. I like the bright colors of the red and blue that are in these, and I just got to cut them down. And what I'm talking about is at Walmart, they had a 30 pack online for $8.99 of what they call paper file folders. I do use file folders as file folders, but I was not able to find like regular cardstock that wasn't outrageously expensive in these colors. Where, like I said, this 30 pack was only $8.99. Now, they arrived damaged as far as like being all bent up on the ends. You know, this is not what I would want to use as far as like filing my paperwork. But I can use them as cardstock and just cut that edge off. You know what I'm saying? And they also are all dented up on the ends in here. So, but with it being my cardstock, what I do is I take this here, and I just cut off those parts that I'm not going to be needing to use to cut, you know, whatever I need to make for my projects. So I just put it in my thing here and I cut those pieces off and I make pages of cardstock. Because these are some very pretty bright colors. Look at this purple, this orange, the blue, and the green. You know, these are very nice, bold, almost Crayola-like colors. Your basic colors. You know, like I said, I had a lot of pastel colors and I wanted something more bold. So then I just cut off these little parts that are all dented and repurpose the, you know, damaged item for something that I can use and not waste. So I just cut that little piece off that's all bent up and out of shape. And then to make it, you know, the right size, I just cut them down. And the thing about these is these ones here are double-sided. So you have the bright red on one side and then you have like this pink on the other side. So it's double-sided. And then, you know, I don't want those lines in when I'm in my projects that I'm cutting out. So I just cut that little section off. And I just leave this part on there because, you know, in case I need that extra, it's not damaged, it's not all dented up. So there I have, you know, my cardstock. Now, we came across a deal for $2.49 in file folders at Ollie's. So I will be working on cutting these down too. So at Ollie's, they had these file folders in a 12 pack for $2.49. Now, if you have coupons, so you get, your coupon for 10% off or whatever, you can always use your coupon to get a lower, cheaper price on these things too. So they have 4 of the pink, and these are very pretty. Very pretty to use as cardstock, but the only thing is they're not double-sided, So there's the pink. There's 4 of those, and this is the blue in gold. So they're pink and gold, blue and gold. Very pretty cardstock. You see what I'm saying? Break it down, cut it down, and you have some very pretty, thick, durable, strong cardstock. This is the gray, white, and gold. If the light hits it a certain way, it looks like silver on these. Very pretty cardstock. You know what I'm saying? So I had sent samples of these out in the swaps for April. So they have samples of those cardstock in their packages. And so I just take this and cut it down. To whatever, and then I cut it accordingly as to my projects, what sizes I needed, and everything else. So there you go. There's a nice piece of very strong cardstock. Very pretty, right? So that's what I am prepping with for getting ready for my projects. It is going to be the weekend, so I'll be working on this and doing this over the weekend. But I wanted to get a video out, and since I was getting everything together, because what I do is I get everything together and I put it on the table that I'm going to work with for the month in preparation to have everything in the stock. Now on the back side of this, you're going to have that little emblem, but you can, depending on what you're making, you can cover that up with whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're going to top on there, or you can cut it out, you know what I'm saying. So there's some good cardstock. And like I said, that was $2.49 for a 12 pack, and I'm getting 2 sheets out of each folder, so that makes it 24 pieces of cardstock. So I just wanted to show what I'm doing in preparation for that. And Kathy and Joanne both received, I cut them down and sent them to them for using for their projects. Now, I'm going to be making cards. So I already prepped my paper. Now, unfortunately, all these stuff I cannot link in the description box so you can go purchase them. But I can do the ones from Walmart and from Target, because I got a paper pad from Target for, I think it was $2.50. I don't know. I'll link it in the description box because, I think I got it on sale. Or it could have been less than that. It was really cheap, a really good deal. And I just fold the paper, it's white, and then I double it and make cards. So, also, I ordered cards from Temu before, and the images are really messed up on the cards. So instead of throwing them away or, not using them, I make my own things and cover up that bad image. So I will be using these to repurpose these images. I will put my own thing on there and decorate those. So I'm using these instead of throwing them away or discarding them because the images are all blurry and messed up. So I got that prepped. Now, I had sent, I don't know how many people, I think it was 4 or 5 people, paper cardstock that I had gotten. So I have all my cardstock here for making cards that is already prepped into the size and the, folded and everything else. I had sent pre-preparated card stock for making cards. I had went and did my pack, and they're, these kind of cards you can do this way or this way. I read and already prepped these and glued. I didn't want my mine to have like that extra fold flap out, so I glued my one fold, because this is going to be my back part of my card, whether it goes this way or this way. So that thicker back is there. So I glued this part and this part together to make, so I prepped all those and I got them all right here. So I got that part done in making my cards. So I have all my cards set to decorate. That was from Walmart, so I will link that in the description box below as well. Those are not particularly that good of a deal. They are really expensive, to be honest with you. But I did a review on it. So that's where I'm at with that. Good quality product, but very expensive. Very expensive. More than I would spend, to be honest, out of my So those are going to be used for making the cards. These were already cardstock folded cards that I can use, that I was gifted by Virginia Martin Anna. So these are the cards I'll be working with too, but those I did not, prep. Those were already done. So these were the ones I was talking about that I prepped as well. And I will link that in the description box below, that I purchased from Target. And so the notebook is this size of a paper in the notebook. And it's, the notebook's like this. And what I did is I took 2 pages, glued the pages together, let them dry, and I put something heavy on them. That way they stuck real good. So I glued them all and then put something real heavy on it for them to dry. And then I folded them into a card, whether I want it this way or this way. So that is all prepped. And I did the whole pad. I got like 2 of them, I think. So I did one whole pad and a portion of another pad. So that is the options 2 in prepping. So I got those all prepped. So now I just got to get what I'm going to decorate them with and work on what I'm going to decorate them, what I'm going to put on them. So that is that. And if my edges didn't line up right, after they dried, I just took this and cut them where the edges were all the same cut. Now I did get a couple cards made in prepping, and these are the materials I'm going to work with. And then I might die cut some stuff, depending on how everything goes. I have some pieces here that I might use when decorating, but I did make 3 cards already. Now these were printouts, and then I glued them onto the card, and then they have free printouts. I'm not really into doing that, but these are the last of the printouts that I had. I have no more. Not really into it, but this is one I made. It says, "Hello, handsome, happy birthday," and then it has the little emblem on the back of whatever printable free company that came from. So I did get this one made. I edged, did my round edging, glued it on. I made this happy birthday one that was also a free printout. And has the emblem of the free printout. So this is one of the cards that had the blurry images on it. And then I just downsized it to fit this printout, and then made the card. When I give them to people is when I, who I'm giving it to or what occasion I'm giving it for. That's when I decorate the inside. And so there. This is one that I made from a free printout as well. This one does not have an emblem of that free printout, but it's a little bit of a pink pattern flower for Mother's Day card, or just spring or summer. It could be for, or whatever, So those are the 3 that I did get made so far. So I have this die cut in here with the hearts that I might use to put on some of the cards to make some cards. I have some cut out already, so I might incorporate that into the cards. But these are so I'm gathering everything, getting prepped. Now these are the last of my Temu purchases, printouts for the 4th of July that I had received, I don't know when, but that I will be incorporating into cards throughout the month of May. This one is 3 cheers for the red, white, and blue. So I will be making a card out of this. And it has the free printout. So I think I printed these out last year. So I want to get all these, I don't have any 4th of July cards made. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on first in making the cards, is getting the 4th of July cards done. And then I will be going down the line and getting these done. So I will be using these printouts. They are free online if you have a printer to print them out. And they do have the people on the back that gave authorization to print out these all rights reserved free printables. So I will be using that one. This one here. This one here. this one, and they all have the same thing on the back. Happy 4th of July there. So I'll be working with that. These are from the Temu.com. They are so pretty. Very, very pretty. That I will incorporate into making cards with. How pretty they are, so pretty. This, yeah, I don't remember exactly. It's been a while that I've had these. But these I've had so long that I don't have the links to these anymore. Because, like, unfortunately, you know, the thing that happens with, you know, the Temu and doing reviews and stuff like that is they'll only have it for a certain period of time. And then they don't have it anymore. Or they switch sellers and they switch the pricing on it. They switch from whether it's purchased through Temu or the warehouse. So, you know, for these that I'm showing, I do not have the links to. As far as these postcard cardstock images. And that's the same with like the free printouts. 1 minute they'll have it for a free printout and then it disappears and I can't find it again. Or, you know, it switches to like Etsy or something. I forget what the other one is, and you gotta pay for it. Yeah, so that is the 4th of July, okay? Then I'm going to go into these like spring and summer images, postcards, or they could be, they have some wintry fall colors in there. Pretty much some of them are Merry Christmas. So I'm going to go into these here. So it varies on these here, what you want to use them for. Some of them are Christmas, some are not so Christmas. They can be entitled to some, but they're very pretty, I think. That's why I was going to go, because these could be, like I said, versatile. Obviously, you know, with the placentas, it's Christmas. But I want to get all these done. You know, that's my goal, to get all these done throughout the month of May. So this will make up for those Christmas cards that were blurry and messed up images. You know what I'm saying? I just thought these were so adorable. Because what was happening to me last year is I wasn't having enough made, or I didn't have enough, and so it was. I want to make sure I don't have to keep making and making. I can just grab and then fill it out for whoever the person is or people are. But I didn't have these at that time to make more. These I got after Christmas, so I didn't have them. Then we have this set. I had basically one set of Christmas cardstock to work with for last year's Christmas. So some of these could be like Valentine's. I'm thinking these would be like, yeah, these would probably be like Valentine's. Or summer, spring, it could be either or. And we just have 3 more. And that is all that I have in my supplies that I to work with, that is not pertaining to like die cuts itself, of cutting out and making cards. But I do want to get these all done. That's that set. That too, I think, could be summer, spring. Just whatever. Now these next ones are kind of going into like the fall and Halloween, these last 2 sets. Because it's got more of the like darker colors in it. Fall colors. Autumn colors, I should say. So that's that one there. And the last one. So I want to get these done, and then oh, excuse me. Then, I can make some cards in June with like my die cut pieces. For like the ones that have a lower amount on or whatever. And then that's it for these particular postcard sets of cards that I want to get done. That's what I'm working on for the month, throughout the month of May, and my printouts. So that's all I have as far as printouts to make cards with, and postcard cardstock to make cards with. So that's what I'm working with for the month of May. So once those are done, then I can focus on what amount I have and what I'm low on, and incorporate that within the more handmade cards with the die cuts, and what pieces I need to focus on die cutting out to make those cards. Those cards are all made, the base parts. So that is all that I have as far as base part cards. They are all made. Every one that the whole booklets, cardstock, the what do you call it? Perforated cardstock. Those are all done. From what I did not share with any, I shared with people as well. So out of my own supply, own stock that I have, that me and my son have, they are all glued together and ready to just pull out and add whatever I need to add to make those cards. So the only thing that is not done yet that I need in preparation is cutting all these here, because I bought 2 of the sets since I only had 1 prior of each of the 30 and the 12, and I shared that. This is the last of our stock that I gotta cut down, so I will be working on this first before I get into the so I'm going to finish prepping first and getting all this done before I get into the actual physical, putting the pieces together and completing the cards. So if you're going to join for the month of May and participate and want to swap at the end of the month of May, please email me and let me know, or let me know below in the comments below this video that you want to join for the month of May. What else? Anything else? That is it as far as I know. So yeah, that is basically it for right now. That's what I'll be working on this weekend, is getting these cut down for prepping and stuff. Because I'm going to use some of this, some layering, because I don't have like 4th of July themed paper, like a lot of that or anything. I tried to get it and it just, I just don't have it. I just have a few. So I figured this red and blue would work really well. I have plenty of white paper, so that's already prepped, so wasn't really needing to prep that. So alrighty, so again, this is for my hashtag Be Creative Peacefully All Year Round for the month of May. And again, I am the host, Erica Newkirk, and I hope everybody has a good weekend.